So as you can see, the nose needs to wrap down. Do not get rid of this hump right here. You need to have the shape of the nose, and do your research. Once again, don't just go cutting holes in here. There's you'll have unhappy customers. Just when you're looking straight on at this deer's nose, you want to be able to see this foam wrap around right up here. That foam kind of goes up and comes back down, and that's what you want. But give yourself plenty of room to tuck in your lip or your nose skin. Okay, what we've done now is we flipped the mannequin over, and we're ready to put our mouth slit in. Good thing to know when you're doing this is to not come in from the side. If you come in from the side, your lips will not have their shape, and you won't be able to tuck them under and give it that rolling lip look. So you want to come down, straight into, and you don't want your bit on your Dremel to be too big. What you want to do when you're drilling down, you want to make one continuous slit and try not to come out as much as possible. You might think the slit's not big enough, but that's what helps your lips stay locked and tight along with the hide paste. So we'll go ahead and do this now. Okay, what you should have is one continuous line all the way around the mouth, and that'll give you can see where that kind of wraps down. It's not just a hole in the side, it's angled down or up, whichever way you're going to view it from. Now, what we'll do now is we will work on the mannequin itself and prep it, because sometimes when they mold them they leave rigid lines on them. It's right here on the neck. We're gonna sand this off right here, and that way we have a smooth surface. Alrighty, you can see this line that's still on there from the form, from being molded, and you can feel it. It sticks out pretty good. So we're gonna use a little bit like this, and we're just gonna shave it down and make it smooth all the way up to here. And then after we're done doing that, we're going to put in really discreet jawline grooves up here. We're not going to make them too deep, just a little bit to show. Alrighty. Alright, and that's all I need to do. Okay. That's all you need to do there, and you can barely see them on the video, but they're just real discreet, not real shallow, maybe an eighth of an inch shallow grooves. And when you get your height on there, as it dries, and you'll see these jaw lines. Now, I'm not going to do them ridiculous, but little things like that just depend on how you want to make it look. And maybe this deer, they may not even see that, but when you're mounting it, you'll always know, and you just want it to look good. So, alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to set the eyes. Alright, for this step, all you're going to need is some modeling clay, a spray bottle of water, and your eyes. Now, when you set your eye, what you want to do is you want to make it level with his chin here, and I'll try to show that. You can see his chin. Since his head's straight out, you want that eye almost level with the ground. So, this is where a reference comes in handy. I'll set it in there. And you want it to kind of squeeze out just a little bit, not a whole lot. Turn it like that. Now, when you have it in the light, on the camera it's going to be hard to see, but when you have it in the right light, you can faintly see the pupil. Just depending on how dark eyes you do order. Okay, push that in there. Okay, right there, it doesn't look much of anything. What we're going to do, move here a little bit. Okay, just make a little snake of clay, and if you make it too big, that's fine, but make it about that size, and just kind of lay it over the top of that eye. Just kind of at an angle like this. And pinch off what you don't use here. Okay. Then, make you another snake. And lay it right under the eye here, in this lid. Okay. So just pinch off what you don't use right here. And right now it doesn't look like much. And take you a piece about the size of a, just about that big, size of a pencil eraser. And stick right there in the front of the eye. Now I'll show you a different angle here in a minute, but a deer's eye, just think of it as 4 parts here. It's high up in this section as it droops low here, low on the back bottom, and circles back up high again. So what I like to do at this point is just kind of take my water and spray on it and just do some sculpting. And when you do this, there's a lot of people, like competition wise, they get it, where you can tuck your lid up in there. I'm gonna make the actual eyelid. But if you get your basics down, you have something to go by here. And cleaning it up is just easy as spraying it. So, just kind of give it that shape right here. Fix that. Okay. And we can come back. We're just doing the basics right now. It's just got a rolling type look to it, the eye does. And this is where you take your modeling tool, or a paintbrush works real well too. You take this tool and you just kind of push up all these spots here. And you can push, if you just run your finger like this, you can push that down. And I always like to push it a little more because I like to make the eye smaller than I want it, because as it dries, it's going to expand. Okay. And that's roughly what you want right there. You just want that, just a smooth eye. And a deer's eye is not just a circle. A deer's eye has a shape to it. And it's really hard, and that can make or break them out. You get somebody who's been doing this for a long time, you can look at a deer mount and immediately know that the eyes are not right. So just do that, get it close, and then spray it and clean it. And do the same thing with the other eye. Okay, now from the front you can kind of see. One key rule to know always: when you're looking straight on at the eye, nothing needs you don't want to have any foam sticking out past the eye behind it. Because if you think about it, a deer has some pretty darn good peripheral vision, and they can see, they can see pretty far back. If you see a mount where the eye skin comes out to here or stops right there, that's not true and not a good eye set. So you want to be able the eye to clear this foam back here, and you'll know what I'm talking about if you're doing it. So we're going to do the same thing with the other eye, and after we're done with this, we're ready to prep the mannequin for the hide. The hide is thawing right now, and I like to do this the night before so I get the eyes set and dried a little bit. So tomorrow we'll come back and we will roughly set the antlers so we can see what we're doing and how they're going to look. And then we can put the hide on, or hide paste, and get it all tacked up on the back, get it pulled around, stapled, get it sewed up, bondo our ears, set our ear butts, and start tucking and setting, and watch this thing come to life. Alright, thank you for watching, and check out our next video where we start finishing this guy up. This is the rack that's going to be on this deer. As you can see, it's a pretty thick, heavy rack. You can see the camera, makes it look a lot smaller, but don't be fooled. This is a big rack, cut up in northern Indiana by a good friend of mine. And watch our next video, and we'll see this thing come to life. Alright, thank you for tuning in to Aero Taxidermy. Hopefully you catch us again.